Okay. Good morning, students. We are starting our lectures from today. So, basically, what we learn about previous lecture is a hardness, right? I can show you in this little bit. Okay. We discussed earlier that different types of characteristics of water, right? So there are physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, and bacteriological characteristics, right? So in physical characteristics like turbidity, its color, taste, odor, temperature, chemical characteristics, total solids, right? pH value and hardness. Today we learn about this characteristics, which is alkalinity, right? So basically, alkalinity is a word is defined as the capacity of water to neutralize strong acids, right? So basically, alkalinity of water is measure of its capacity to neutralize acids. The alkalinity of natural water is primarily due to salts of weak acids and strong bases, right? It is imparted by the salts of carbonates, bicarbonates, phosphates, nitrates, borates, etc., together with the hydroxyl ions in a free state, right? Waters are rich in carbonates and bicarbonates with the little considerations of the other alkalinity imparting ions, right? Basically, alkalinity of water is due to hydroxides, carbonates, and bicarbonates of elements such as uh, calcium, magnesiums, sodiums, or ammonia. Right? So bicarbonates represent the major form of alkalinity in a natural water is formed due to dissolution of the CO2 in the water. Right? Carbonates and bicarbonates thus formed are uh, dissociated to yield hydroxyl ions, right? So basically it produces double hydroxyl ions than that of bicarbonate. So the alkalinity is produced by the action of water on limestone. So in natural and polluted water, there are many other salts of weak acids such as silicates, phosphates, borates, etc., which is a main cause of alkalinity in addition to that of carbonates and bicarbonates, right? What are the laboratory procedures for determination of alkalinity? So first of all is phenolphthalein alkalinity, right? There are few steps, following these steps, we done this test, which is lead us determination of alkalinity, right? First is we take 50 ml of sample of water in a conical flask, right? Then we add 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein indicator into the conical flask containing the water sample. If the color of the sample does not become a pink, it indicates P alkalinity is absent. Here, later capital P is defined as a phenolphthalein, right? Is a short form of phenolphthalein, right? So if the water color does not become a pink, then its alkalinity is absent, right? If the color of the sample becomes pink, then it indicate our alkalinity is present and the pH value is greater than 8.3, right? So if this happen, then follow the procedure from step 5 to 6, right? Now what is the step of 5? so uh, Titrate the sample obtaining in step 4 against 0.02 N sulfuric acid till the color changes from pink to the colorless, right? The next step is note down the volume of sulfuric acid required in ml, right? So these are the basic steps following in a phenolphthalein alkalinity test, right? Which is basically used for determination of alkalinity. Now the second one is total alkalinity, right? So the steps are, first is to take 50 ml sample of water in a conical flask as usual, as we see in the upper taste already, right? Then next is add 2 to 3 drops of the methyl orange indicator in the conical flask containing the water sample, right? If the color of the sample does not become orange, then it indicate that alkalinity is present, and then follow the procedure of 4 and 5, right? And the fourth step is titrate the sample obtained in a step number 3 against 0.02 and sulfuric acid till the order till the color changes from orange to the wine red. So note down the volume of required in ml, right? So here there are some basic formula to find out the alkalinity, right? So okay, so there are two equations. First is P alkalinity, which is phenolphthalein alkalinity, and second is T alkalinity, which is total alkalinity, right? So P alkalinity equation is equal to X multiplied by N multiplied by WEQ divided by volume of sample in ml, and close the bracket, multiply by 1000, right? Okay, so next is total alkalinity, which is Y multiplied by N multiplied by WEQ divided by volume of sample in ml, close the brackets, and multiply by 1000. Now, what is the meaning of X, Y, N, and WEQ? So, X is the volume of H2SO4 required with the phenolphthalein indicator in ml, right? Y is the volume of the H2SO4 required with methyl orange indicator in ml. N is a normality of H2SO4, right? And VAQ is equal to equivalent weight of CaCO3 in grams, which is 50 grams. Okay. So there are the significance that the alkalinity of water has a little public health significance. So highly alkaline water is usually non-potable, and consumers tends to seek the other supplies. So alkalinity in itself, it's not harmful to human beings. Still, water supplies with less than 100 uh, so alkalinity are desirable for domestic use. So the alkalinity values are important in calculating the dose of alum for the water treatment. So alkalinity producing substances such as sodium bicarbonates are added to check the corrosion in soft water supplies. So it is usually calculating in saturation index, which is known as a corrosion index, right? So alkalinity measures are also important in controlling water treatment processes. So the ratio of alkalinity to that of alkaline earth matters is usually to determine the suitability of irrigation water. So highly alkali waters may cause the deposition of precipitates in boilers and pipes. So, bicarbonates of calciums and manganese induces a temporary hardness in water, which, if untreated, cause scale formation in the boilers. Right? So next is the alkalinity acts to buffer water in a pH range where the coagulation can be effective. It is important in calculating lime and soda and ash requirements in softening of water, and it is useful in chemical coagulations, water softening, corrosion control, biological treatment, and industrial waste treatment, right? So next is acidity, right? So acidity is defined as the capacity of water to neutralize a strong base to a fixed pH, right? Therefore the acidity of water is measure of its capacity to neutralize bases. So it is caused due to presence of strong mineral acids, weak acids, which is carbonic acid, acetic acid, and salts of strong acid and weak bases, for example ferrous sulfate, aluminum sulfate. So this type of salts on a hydrolysis process, which produce a strong acid and metal hydroxides that are uh, springly soluble, which produce the acidity. So the addition of water having acidity producing substances also increase the acidity of water. However, in natural waters, the acidity is present mostly due to dissolutions of free carbon dioxide in the form of carbonic acid. Okay, so there are two forms of acidity, mineral acidity and free carbon dioxide acidity, right? In mineral acidity, pH value is up to 4.5, and in free carbon dioxide acidity, pH value is between 4.5 to 8.3. So acidity is basically determined by titrating a given sample of water by standard NaOH when the sample is titrate to the pH 4.5 using methyl orange indicator. So it is known as mineral acidity or methyl orange acidity. So when the sample is titrated to pH 8.3 using phenolphthalein indicator, then it's known as a total acidity. Right. So the difference between the total acidity and the mineral acidity is known as the free CO is equal to acidity, right? So this titration method is suitably made for the samples that are colorless, and the for color samples, pH meter is used to determine the acidity, right? So right, so we stop our lecture here. I know થોડું તમને બધી લેબની લેંગ્વેજ છે, રાઈટ? આ બેઝિકલી ડિફરન્ટ ટાઈપ્સના ટેસ્ટ છે કે જે તમારે આવતા હોય છે, લેબોરેટરીને પરફોર્મ કરવાના હોય છે, રાઈટ? તમે આ થિયરિટિકલ ભણી ના શકો, પણ જ્યારે તમારી ટર્મ સ્ટાર્ટ થશે, રાઈટ, ત્યારે હું તમને આના પ્રોપર જે ટેસ્ટિંગ જે છે કે તમે જોઈને સમજી શકો છો, રાઈટ, એવી રીતે હું કરાવડાવીશ. પણ અત્યારે જ્યાં સુધી ના થયા ત્યાં સુધી તમે આવી રીતે ચેક કરી શકો છો, રાઈટ? મે બી તમે જે કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક્સ મેં બતાવી છે ડિફરન્સ, રાઈટ, એને હું સારી રીતે એક્સપ્લેન કરીશ તમારા નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં. જો મને વિડીયોઝ કે એનિમેશન્સ મળશે તો હું એનાથી એક્સપ્લેન તમને કરીશ, પણ અત્યારે તમારે આવી રીતે જ ભણવું પડશે, રાઈટ, એઝ અ થિયરિટિકલી. જો તમને આમાં કોઈ કન્ફ્યુઝન હોય તો તમે કહી શકો છો.